Hey, what up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, the Knicks fan, your host. And let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want you to do me one small favor. I want you to hit that like button. I definitely want you to subscribe. If you want to know when the next video is going to drop, hit that notification bell. And yes, leave a comment. Tell me what you're thinking. Well, the Knicks lost that game yesterday, and I know this is going to... I'm not mad. I'm being honest. I'm not mad at all. I didn't want them to win. Just to say that, because right now, we're slated number 10th in that draft. We was just a few days ago at number 12. So a couple of more losses wouldn't be bad. You know what I'm saying? We got Orlando today, so I think the Knicks going to come out and beat Orlando. That's going to upset me. I know it's going to feel good, and when you're watching the game, but when you think about the whole thing, going down the line and what it might cost the New York Knicks, it's not in the Knicks' best interest to win today's game. Yesterday, what can I say? Yesterday game, like I said, I wanted the Knicks to lose. I'm just being honest with you. It was a 119-101 defeat. The thing that I'm mad about in the game is that I at least thought Emmanuel quickly would have started the game, because, here's the time to get a chance to look at our young fellas, and so be it. Most of our young players are hurt. That's another downing part about yesterday's game, that we couldn't really get to see Grimes and McBride get out there and with quickly R.J. Barrett, Obi Toppin, all of them running together. But I doubt Tibbs would have had that going, because look who he started. He started Alec Burke. And if Alec Burke didn't foul out, quickly wouldn't have got the minutes that he got. But quickly had to play like 12 straight minutes back down the line. 12 straight minutes. That take that wear and tear on the player. That's what I'm saying. I'm not really looking forward to next year. I am looking forward to next year to see what we're going to do. Free agency, any moves be made, trades, whatever, the draft, all that department. But I'm not looking forward to having Tom Thibodeau coach this team next year, because the proof is in the pudding. We've seen everything the man is capable of doing. And right now, he's stopping Toppin from popping. Yes, that's just in my opinion. We got to get a coach that's going to let the young fellas grow. You know what I'm saying? See what they got on the court. We know what R.J. Barrett is about to do. R.J. Barrett going, like, y'all heard me call it R.J. Star Barrett. But R.J. Barrett's going to have to work on his efficiency. He going to have to go work on shots. He got to work on his decision making and just getting more better moves. Well, R.J. Barrett is not the problem when it comes to Obi Toppin. The problem is, number one, the coach. Number two, Julius Randle. And honestly, I'm not even going to, let me back it up. I'm not even going to blame Julius Randle for stopping Toppin from popping. That all falls on our super coach, Tom Thibodeau, because he has the opportunity to play the man. He's not playing the man. And I don't mean sit Julius Randle like a lot of us would like. A lot of people right now is kind of upset with Julius Randle. We want him out of New York. Let's be honest. We want Julius Randle out of New York. And we think that Obi Toppin can be his replacement. That's what we drafted Obi Toppin for in the first place. We seen something in Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin was a high draft pick for us. Well, not that high, but he was there. You know what I'm saying? Ninth, if I'm correct, ninth pick. And in college, Obi Toppin was a high flyer. There was some red flags coming out of school, you know what I'm saying? And that was his defense and his lack of a mid-range jump shot, which I think the man, we haven't seen too much of that mid-range jump shot, but he's improving on his three-pointing, even though he's shooting like 25%. I'm going to get to his stats. I'm going to compare both of these stats. But when I started this video off, I'm not even going to lie, I came into the video really thinking that Julius Randle would be, the problem for Obi Toppin, but that's not what's stopping Pop. That's not what's stopping Toppin from popping. It's the coach. Julius Randle is a roadblock. We would like to see Obi Toppin get more minutes, and that's when Julius Randle is not performing. But it's up to the coach, and that's why I mean Tibbs is stopping popping from. It's a little tongue twister. He's stopping Toppin from popping, but if he can balance the minutes out, you know what I'm saying? Because we see what yesterday's game, like I said, it was a loss, but Obi Toppin scored 20 points. He played 31 minutes. That season high, career high in both categories. And we seen what he's capable of doing. Actually, as his last 5 games, hold on for a second. In Obi Toppin last 5 games, these dual screens get on my nerves sometimes. The man was looking good in his last 5 games. He's only had one game where he scored in single digits, and he only played 12 minutes. So I ain't expect him to go high. You don't expect the man to break double digits if he only playing 4 minutes. And he didn't have a bad game. I think that was one of the that was the Charlotte game. That was the first game, if I'm mistaken, that Julius Randle came back and Tibbs did what he did and played the vets over them. What's it called? But in that same span, I'm gonna get to it, to Julius Randle in his last 5 games with the New York Knicks. But Obi Toppin, he scored 20 points against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and against Charlotte, he scored 4 points. But with the Cleveland, he played 31 minutes. Let me just break the minutes down. In Charlotte, he played 12 minutes with 4 points. Against Chicago, he played 20 minutes. He scored 17 points. He shot 50% from the field. No, actually, he shot 54%. Against Cleveland, he shot 50%. And even though he only played 12 minutes in that Charlotte game, he shot 66.7% from the field. In the Detroit game, he shot at 66.7 again. You know what I'm saying? From the free throw line, he went 100%. And Cleveland, he went 100% from the free throw line. Miami game, he went 100% from the free throw line. He also shot 60% from the field. He shot 50% from, he shot 50% from downtown against Miami. He shot 60% from the field. He shot 66% against Detroit. He didn't take any 3-pointers in the Detroit game. And against Chicago, he shot 50% from downtown. He didn't take any shots, or he missed his attempts, and just be honest, in the Charlotte game. But and he free throws, he didn't have any attempts in free throws, but he shot 100% on the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds against Cleveland, 4 assists, no blocks, 1 steal, only 3 personal fouls, and 1 turnover. And he scored 20 points, and he played 31 minutes. And if this man was to get more minutes, you know what I'm saying, he would be a better player. For his career, he's averaging only 13 minutes a game. This season, he's only averaging 15.6 minutes a game, and he's still shooting 52% for this season. Regular season, Obi Toppin is shooting 52%. From downtown is 25.8. From the free throw line is 73.5, and he's snatching 3 rebounds and 0.9 assists, 0.4 blocks, and 0.3 steals. Personal fouls is 1.4 personal fouls a game and 0.7 turnovers a game, and a 7.6 points a game. Now let's compare that to Julius Randle. Even though I don't want to sit Julius Randle, I'm just saying Obi Toppin need more minutes. Julius Randle in this same span, let's go 5 games. First, I'm just gonna go how many minutes Julius Randle averaged for. He averages 35 minutes a game. And the reason and you know what, excuse me, and I'm sorry, because I meant to bring up my man Michael K. I was watching the Michael K show, and even just piggyback to what Clyde Frazier was talking about, how Julius Randle only behind 2 other players. That's Jokovic, and I forget the other person right now, and scoring and rebounding. But they keep failing to point out the man efficiency, his level, and how he's not efficient. You know what I'm saying? Julius Randle is last. Matter of fact, damn near second to last in that department in NBA. So Michael K said that Obi Toppin isn't ready to take Julius Randle's position. And I'm not too sure about that, because Obi Toppin is just not getting the minutes. Now, these last 3 games, got 3-4 games left, and hopefully Obi Toppin come out and play well. He did tweak his ankle, so maybe I hope that don't play a factor in how he played these last remaining games. But if Obi Toppin can get consistent minutes like that, and he's more efficient than Julius Randle, you see it. All you have to do is work on his 3-point shot and his mid-range games. But when he go to the hole, sometimes it looks so pretty that you know the other team got to foul him and to stop him. That puts him on the foul line. Man, Obi Toppin is going to be something special in this league. I did have some scenarios in my mind where we can trade off him and get rid of Julius Randle, but I said, what would be the purpose trading Obi Toppin if we getting rid of Julius Randle? But like I said, I was thinking when I sat down and was about to start this video, I was going to say Julius Randle was stopping Toppin from popping, but in all reality, it's our super coach that's stopping Toppin from popping. It's a little tongue twister, but I like it. Sounds good. Stopping Toppin from popping. Like I said, in the draft, a lot of people talking about the other day. I forgot who this guy was talking about, who we should get. But when it comes to point guard, I keep telling y'all, I would like to see what Miles McBride can do. And the reason I say we got to get rid of this coach because he just ruined a draft pick or a rotation spot. And what I mean by that, the coach Tibbs, is that he didn't give this guy a chance to play, shine, or whatever. I ain't gonna say he would have shined, but to see what he can do. We see what he did in the G League, and I don't see why that can't translate over to the NBA. But now, because we haven't got a good look at McBride, we're gonna have to go out and make a decision. Do we sign, waste money on a point guard out there, or do we go out and draft a point guard? And like I said, we are slated for the 10th spot in the draft, and everybody have us taking Ty Washington. And I think there's a couple of other point guards that we could go at in a different direction with, to be honest. But that's who they have us selected. You know what I'm saying? When you put them on Tankathon and ESPN and all that, what's it called? But like I said, I have my opinion. That's why I created this channel. When you get down to the 40th, because I think the Knicks will draft again at number 40th, they have us picking Harrison Ingram, a freshman, small forward. And right there, I don't understand why we would need a small forward when we got R.J. Barrett and we got Cam Reddish. You know what I'm saying? The management is not trying to get rid of Cam Reddish just yet. They want to see what Cam Reddish got. No, we're not going to extend him this year, but we got another year to do that. But back to Obi Toppin. This Orlando game, like I said, I want to see what he can do. I hope that ankle's not bothering him. I hope he come out and get the show Tibbs. To show Tibbs up. I'm being honest with you. Like, show management why Tibbs shouldn't be our coach. They got to take a long look and say to themselves, what are we going to do at the coaching position? Because this man is holding our players back. And to be honest with you, I would like for the Knicks, and I said it in videos in the past, I would like the Knicks to stay put with what they got for a change. Just to grow our own talent. Because I think we have some talented young players on this team. R.J. Barrett, he's going to have to get it together, get more efficient with his shots, learn how to get a mid-range jump shot in that 10-feet area, 10 to 12 feet, and he'll be a great player. Obi Toppin, we got to see what he could do. Emmanuel quickly, I'm going to be honest with you, he's not a point guard, he's a shooting guard. So I know he's undersized, he's 6'3", if that, might be a little sick under that 6'2". But I don't mind him coming off the bench. He gives us a spark. He scores. He can get to the free throw line. Early in the year, he wasn't getting that. But, yeah, coming off the bench, I think he can do that. What I think the Knicks should do is go out in the draft and try to find a decent center. Obi Toppin will be our power forward of the future. So I'm looking at Jericho Sims as a backup center or a power forward. He can play. Jericho Sims going to be more, his career, I see him being more like a Tobbs Gibson type player. So it will work in that ass, and around there. So I don't know, but this coach is stopping Toppin from popping. And I would like to see Obi Toppin shine. I hope that next year come that we can really get Toppin more minutes. I hope we have a different coach, to be honest with you. But I want Toppin to play more minutes. And we're going to get to see what Toppin can do in these last few games. And hopefully that ankle injury, that tweak, is not going to bother him. Just like now that all our other young guys is on the bench hurt. And it is what it is. And you know what I'm about to say. I want everybody out there to stay safe, stay healthy. God bless and peace.